Yo, hey everybody, and this is episode 2 of Game Dev. Thought I'd put out this video to answer some of your questions I've been getting, and then tell you what I want to do going forward. I'll get to the going forward part first. Since I've gotten a job, people have been saying, okay, you've been slowing down on the tutorials, what's up? And, you guys have been understanding, I finally have a job. That way I can go through regular life, and pay bills and all that stuff. But I really don't want to stop the tutorials, so what I'll be doing is in one tutorial file, is that it will have 2, 3, maybe even 4 tutorials in it. So it'll be like, how do you open up a door? Well, you'll have a cube, and then you'll have what looks like a door and a wall, and it'll have a tutorial on how to open up a door. Then it'll be, how do you preload sounds? Well, the door will then have a sound attached to it, and it will have an opening and then a closing, and then how do you keep that door locked? And if it then it'll have, oh, okay, the door's locked, I need to pick up a key or a key card, and then it'll have preloaded sounds. That's one of the tutorials I'll be doing is preloaded sounds. And so it will preload you getting the key, you trying to open up the door while it's locked, you opening up the door while it's unlocked, and then probably you locking the door. So that will be one tutorial, and then I'm not finished with my tappy playing tutorial, so I'll be doing a pause button. So when you pause the game, it will then it will pop up the main a pause menu, which will look very similar to like the main menu, except it'll say like resume game, and then I think I may put in like if you want to change the color of your plane, so it'll replace it with a different color. There won't be any save feature because as a tappy plane game, and if you crash into something, then you gotta start all over again. There will probably be only one box stating your score, because it'll be like, every time you get on, this replaces that one score. There might be, I'm still playing with the idea of like doing a top 5 score, like, oh, you scored 1,000 points. No, next time you scored only 100 points. So I'm playing around with those two ideas. I'll be also doing a Copper Cube engine tutorial on first-person zombie game. So I've been building the level. Some of you may have seen it. I don't think I uploaded a video of it though. I think I uploaded images somewhere, maybe Instagram or something like that. Someplace. I know I uploaded images. So we'll be doing first-person animations. I may still continue doing animations with that sci-fi character. Right? Some of you may have seen that. I know I uploaded 2 or 3 videos of that. And he's, he'll be pulling levers and then getting shot and all those animations. And I'll be doing first-person animations where he's pulling levers, picking up stuff, reloading guns, stuff like that. And then and then we'll go from animating to automatically just going into the game engine and developing a first-level game, dealing with, a menu, some little backstory, and then going straight into the first level, and then dealing with enemy AI, which shouldn't be that hard. This type you can code in Copper Cube, but then you can also use, the basically logic bricks that they give you, which they're not like totally dumb. They're moderately intelligent enemy AI. It's still a new engine, but it's getting there. So, we'll be doing a bunch of that. Doing some modeling tutorials on how to model some materials. Not huge on texturing, so, when I do texture, don't say, hey, it's a bad texture. I know it's a bad texture. I'm just showing you how to texture how to texture something, but the actual texture itself doesn't really matter. Also, I've been getting some emails on why am I pushing subscribing and liking. Those are, I believe, only on the Spider-Man videos, and I'm still into the whole, if you don't want to subscribe, if you don't want to like, you shouldn't have to. If you do, thank you very much for liking and subscribing. But it allows me to be a certain size in the YouTube community. I'm not a regular gamer. I'm not, a one-fix-all type guy, but I look at a problem. It's like the health, for Construct2, we have a health bar issue, and I know I've been saying that I have a fix and I have a fix. I have a whole bunch of fixes, but they're all so complicated. So I'm like, okay, I got like 12 of them. I'm going to go for the simplest one that's still pretty advanced and allow you guys to then build that, and once you understand that, go into the next complicated thing, because sometimes these health bar, whatever, regenerative health can get kind of complicated, and I know some of you guys don't want to code, and so I'm trying to input that. So back to the subscribing and liking thing. Basically, if you guys don't want to, you shouldn't have to. If you do, yeah. But subscribing and liking allows me to have a certain size, and my channel is not, geared toward all gamers or all tutorialists. I take a game and then I say, okay, guys, this graphics that they're giving you, you're getting a great FPS because they're not giving you A, B, C, D. A great example was Doom 3, real-time shadows. The drawback to that was that the texture sizes were kind of small. But at that point, computers were just beginning to look like they could handle a whole lot. Compared to, today we're like, yeah, we can play Doom 3 on whatever. You play Doom 3 on Ultimate, have everything realistic. You have a mod for ultra realistic shadows, for realistic skin. I have a mod that increases all the textures to 1024 by 1024, and they look great. There's another mod that increases it to 2048 by 2048. That means you have a lot of pixels very close together, so the skin looks realistic, the metal looks realistic, the glass looks like it's really glass. So, and I can say, looking at a game, then we'll go into one of these review, and I can say, yeah, guys, the Spider-Man game looks really great, but nothing's inside the buildings, which, most people already know that, but there's not a huge amount of polygons in the Spider-Man game. Also, the characters' mouths don't move a lot of the time, only in animated scenes, but when they're talking like in game, it doesn't. So you're not processing that. In Rage, they have no real-time lights in Doom 3. It's all baked. That means all the lights are static. They don't move at all. There might be some lights that are parented that are like stuck onto a character. So when a character moves, you can see his legs moving, all that with the shadows. But that's only to a character, and there's not many characters. So there's no like moving shadows or whatever. This is what happens in what do you call it? There's a tank game, World of Tanks. All the land lights are static, which means if you knock over a tree, you still see the tree shadow. It's not like, the tree shadow's gone or it's in a different position. I know tank shadows are semi-static, which means if you rotate the gun, the shadow will move to it, but it won't shadow anything else. It's only told to shadow the tank, and only some parts of the tank. And I think once your tank is gone, the light is replaced with this like total static shadow, which means it has a baked shadow, which means it basically just stays there and doesn't move. So I know that's a whole lot of technical stuff, but you know, allowing me to grow in some sort of size in the YouTube community allows me to go to events like QuakeCon, PAX, it was a PAX East, and E3 with a, you know, what do we call those little news badges or whatever, so I can go in behind the scenes and say, guys, this is a super epic, great game. They're giving it for you, great cost, but here's some drawbacks, but I think you should ignore most of these drawbacks because of this reason. Or I can go and say, okay guys, they're charging you $60 for a game that looks epic, but it's gonna hammer your frame rate, and they didn't even do ABCD to reduce that. Like, why does a character need 100,000 polygons if he's not even the main character, if you don't even talk to him, if he doesn't even need 100,000 polygons? You could go to, you know, 50,000 polygons, he still looks great. I mean, there are certain technologies out there in modeling that basically make the character look like he is 100,000 polygons when he's not even 100,000, he's not even 15,000. And we may get into that in this channel, but that's just, you know, allowing me to grow in size in the YouTube community allows you to get more content, because then I have more access to materials, to certain contacts, to then, you know, Skype or message somebody in some gaming company and say, hey, do you mind if I demo that? And then they say yes, or they say no, and then I say, wow. If they say yes, then I say, okay, I'll review it. I give you guys the lowdown, and I give you guys saying, okay, you probably want to play it at this setting, at that setting, at this setting, because of 1, 2, 3, and then then tell you guys, okay guys, I believe I can do a tutorial, and you guys can make games similar to this, and then that would just create a whole bunch more content. But again, don't think I am just out for the subscribes. I'm actually not even really out there. If you guys think I'm making huge bucks of money, yeah, I take a day job, guys, so I could pay some bills. YouTube doesn't make the huge amount of money that you guys think until you get big. And while I would like to get bigger in size of subscribers and views, and actually I've been getting pretty good views, and I want to thank you guys for that, and I would like to get some likes, and, you know, viewer feedback on my videos is always epic. It only allows me to get into a position where I can ask a company, can I review something, or can I have a viewer pass to go to a certain event, and then they say yes, and then I can just give you guys more content. I'm really just in it to give you guys materials, because I love making tutorials and learning stuff. The money is a side thing. It's nice, but it's just the effect of me doing what I do really good. And you guys, you know, I like it when you comment and you say, hey, John, or, you know, New Star, I really liked the tutorial, but you just went so fast. Can you re-upload it? And I'll go back over it, and I'll make it, you know, from a 20-minute video, I'll make it a 30-minute video. I'll make a 15 into a 20, 25-minute video, and therefore you guys have, you know, the video that you wanted. Like I said, you'll get a whole lot more Construct2 videos up. I've just been, I got to put out 2 games for Congregate. I have a day job, and I'm about to go back into college. And I know that's, you know, that's just me saying I'm really, really busy, but you guys are the viewers. You're the guys who subscribe, who like, who comment, who, you know, basically spend 20, 30 minutes watching my video, and then you don't get the next part, and you're like, where's the next part? Okay, I wasted my time, or I spent time. Now you should, you know, find some time and put out the next video, because I have a game or something like that, and I want to learn from this. So, you know, don't think that, you know, it's just I become big and I forget you. You guys made the channel. Now it's my turn to basically say, okay, you came here for a reason. The reason is that you want tutorial videos, you want maybe some gameplay videos, because I'm doing some DS walkthroughs. Some of you guys requested DS game walkthroughs, so I'll be looking into those games and getting them, because some of those games I don't have, so I have to buy them. I have to find them, because some of them are pretty hard to find. And some of you guys came here for the tutorials, so I have to spend time. Usually it takes 3 to 4 days to build a tutorial, script it out, not totally script it out, but basically, I have to hit certain points so you understand A, B, C, D, this is why I did that, this is why I did this. And then I have to basically make sure it works. I have to zip it up, unzip it, make sure when you played in version of whatever version of Construct or Copper Cube engine, I don't think I'll be uploading files for Copper Cube. Because that would be an epic, huge file. I've been doing some demos. Some of these files get pretty big, but I'll be huge. There's certain sources. I use a lot of open source material, so I'll be just linking you that and then telling you how I made those assets, or putting up videos on how I made the assets, so you can have the next best thing to a download. Besides, in some of these engines, you cannot extract the content in them. I know you can to extent in Copper Cube. You can do it in Construct 2. Unity, you can't. Also, there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. I forgot it. I'll bring it up on the next one. Also, guys, if you want to put any questions, you want some, questions answered, just message me down below, or I do have an email. I'll put the link down below for that email. I think it's epic tutorials or great tutorials or something like that at gmail.com. Again, subscribe if you want to, like if you want to. If you don't want to, it's perfectly fine. But liking and subscribing and commenting helps me, and then helping me allows me to get better stuff and access to more material and access to more content, so that I can give you guys more. And that's how this channel is set up. It's a tutorials on how to make games, and then me having access to certain materials that normally I wouldn't have. So I'll see you guys in the next game dev video. There will be a tutorial on preloaded sounds and doors opening, and then there will be a tutorial. There'll be 2 Construct tutorials because they're not too hard, and one of them should be up this evening, and the next one should be up tomorrow morning. I don't work, extremely long hours today or tomorrow, so they should be up pretty soon, and I'll get out some more Spider-Man, and then some more of that DS Dragon Quest game. That's actually been pretty fun. So I'll see you guys later, and if you have any comments, just message down below. But peace, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.